Well, with warnings that Russia is pushing the conflict in Ukraine to the point of no return and tougher sanctions now on the table, we're going to head to CCTV's Tom Barton in Moscow. And so, Tom, what's the response from the Kremlin so far?
The Kremlin is showing a message of defiance at the moment. From messages from Russian President Vladimir Putin, we hear the message that essentially the world should not mess with Russia. It is a nuclear power, he says, and it should not be trifled with. That is a threat against those countries that might seek to stand up against Russian military power. Very strident words coming from the Kremlin, not just from President Putin, but also from Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, from Russia's ambassador to the UN, Vitaly Churkin. All of them pursuing the same message as well. Russia does not have troops in the east of Ukraine. That denial has come repeatedly throughout this conflict, and the Kremlin is sticking to it, even in the face of all of this mounting evidence that that is indeed not the case. Moscow maintains that it is purely a peacemaker in the east of Ukraine, that it wants to be responsible in this situation. And once again, the finger has been pointed at the West, saying that this is the US meddling in other countries' foreign affairs, and that the government in Kiev is a fascist junta.
Tom, is there any way to gauge how the public there is reacting and how much support Putin is enjoying in the midst of all this?
There is mixed views in the Russian public. Although the Kremlin's message seems to be a unified one, there have been voices in recent days speaking out, very nervous ones as well. Many Russians do support their president, and state media constantly projects this message that Putin is right, that the Russian people should trust him, and that this is a war that Russia is trying to be responsible on the sidelines of, and that there are no Russian troops there. However, we've heard from one of the members of Russia's Presidential Human Rights Council saying that she believes Russia is invading its smaller neighbor. We've had a local politician beaten up in one of the Russian cities in the west of the country. That's after one of his newspapers published reports that there had been mysterious burials of Russian soldiers in that town. Many people there asking, were those Russian soldiers indeed fighting in Ukraine? Has our government been lying to us? And in other towns as well, there have been nervous people asking, where are our sons and where are our husbands? Have they been secretly sent to fight in Ukraine? Potentially all of them social flashpoints in a country that feels more and more like it is, if not in a war with Ukraine, then certainly at the very least in a war of words with the West.
Tom Barton reporting live from Moscow. Thank you for the update.